Chapter 19 of the Complete Book of Cheese. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. The Complete Book of Cheese by Robert Carlton Brown. Chapter 19. G. Gaiskäsle, Germany and Switzerland. A general name for goat's milk cheese. Usually a small cylinder 3 inches in diameter and an inch and a half thick, weighing up to half a pound. In making, the curds are set on a straw mat in molds, for the whey to run away. They are salted and turned after 2 days to salt the other side. They ripen in 3 weeks with a very pleasing flavor. Gammelost, Norway. Hard, golden brown, sour milker. After being pressed, it is turned daily for 14 days and then packed in a chest with wet straw. So far as we are concerned, it can stay there. The color all the way through is tobacco brown, and the taste, too. It has been compared to medicine, chewing tobacco, petrified Limburger, and worse. In his Encyclopedia of Food, Artemus Ward says that in Gammelost the ferments absorb so much of the curd that in consequence, instead of eating cheese flavored by fungi, one is practically eating fungi flavored with cheese. Garda, Italy. Soft, creamy, fermented. A truly fine product made in the resort town on Gardasee where D'Annunzio retired. It is one of those luscious little ones exported in tinfoil to America, and edible including the moldy crust that could hardly be called a rind. Garden, U.S.A. Cream cheese with some greens or vegetables mixed in. Garlic, U.S.A. A processed Cheddar type flavored with garlic. Garlic onion link, U.S.A. A strong processed Cheddar put up to look like links of sausage, nobody knows why. Gascony, fromage de. See Castillon. Gautrias, Mayenne, France. Soft cylinder weighing about 5 pounds and resembling Port Salut. Gavot, Haute-Alpes, France. A good Alpine cheese, whether made of sheep, goat, or cow milk. Geheimrat, Netherlands. A factory cheese turned out in small quantities. The color is deep yellow, and it resembles a baby Gouda in every way, down to the weight. Gérardmer de. See Récollet. German-American adopted types. Bierkäse, Delikat, Grinnen, Hand, Harzkäse, Kümmelkäse, Koppen, Lager, Liederkranz, Main-Käse, Münster, Old Heidelberg Schafkäse, Silesian, Stein, Tilsit, Weißlach, piquant like Bavarian Allgäuer. Jérôme la. Vaud, France. Semi-hard. Cylinders up to 11 pounds. Brick red rind like Münster but larger. Strong, fragrant, and flavorsome, sometimes with anise seed. It stands high at home, where it is in season from October to April. Gervais, Île-de-France, France. Cream cheese like Neuchâtel, long made by Maison Gervais, near Paris. Sold in tiny tinfoil squares not much larger than old-time yeast. Like Petit Suisse, it makes a perfect luncheon dessert with honey. Gesundheitkäse, Holsteiner. See Holstein Health. Getmesost, Sweden. Soft, goat, whey, sweet. Gex, Pays de Gex, France. Semi-hard, skim milk, blue-veined. A little Roquefort, in season from November to May. Gex Marbré, France. A very special type, marbled with rich milks of cow, goat, and sheep mixed. A full-flavored ambassador of the big international Blues family, that are green in spite of their name. Gien. See Fromage à la crème. Gislev, Scandinavia. Hard, mild, made from skimmed cow's milk. Gjetost, Norway. A traditional chocolate-colored companion piece to Gammelost, but made with goat's milk. Glavis, Switzerland. The brand name of a cone of Sapsago. Glattkäse or Gelbkäse, Germany. Smooth cheese or yellow cheese. A classification of sour milkers that includes Olmützer Quargel. Cloire des Montagnes, see Damen. Gloucester, Gloucestershire, England. There are two types. 1. Double, the better of the two Gloucesters, is eaten only after 6 months of ripening. It has a pronounced but mellow delicacy of flavour, the tiniest morsel being pregnant with savour. To measure its refinement, it can undergo the same comparison as that we apply to vintage wines. Begin with a small piece of red Cheshire. If you then pass to a morsel of double Gloucester, you will find that the praises accorded to the latter have been no whit exaggerated. A Concise Encyclopedia of Gastronomy, by André L. Simon. 2. Single. By way of comparison, the spring and summer single Gloucester ripens in 2 months, and is not as big as its large grindstone brother. And neither is it glorified Cheshire. It is mild, and as different in quality of flavour as a young and crisp wine is from an old vintage. Glumse, West Prussia, Germany. A common, undistinguished cottage cheese. Glux, Nivernais, France. Season all year. Goat, France. A frank and fair name for a semi-hard, brittle mouthful of flavour. Every country has its goat specialities. In Norway, the milk is boiled dry, then fresh milk or cream added. In Czechoslovakia, the peasants smoke the cheese up the kitchen chimney. No matter how you slice it, goat cheese is always notable or noble. Gold Enrich, USA. Golden in color and rich in taste. Bland as American taste demands. Like Bel Paese, but not so full-flavored and a bit sweet. A good and deservedly popular cheese none the less, easily recognized by its red rind. Gomost, Norway. Usually made from cow's milk, but sometimes from goat's. Milk is curdled with rennet and condensed by heating until it has a butter-like consistency. See Maisost. Gorgonzola, Italy. Besides the standard type exported to us, see Chapter 3, there is a white Gorgonzola, little known outside Italy, where it is enjoyed by local caseophiles, who like it put up in crocks with brandy, too. Gouda, see Chapter 3. Gouda, kosher, Holland. The same semi-hard good Gouda, but made with kosher rennet. It is a bit more mellow than most, and, like all kosher products, is stamped by the Jewish authorities who prepare it. Goya, Corrientes, Argentina. Hard, dry, Italian type for grating. Like all fine Argentine cheeses, the milk of pedigreed herds fed on prime pampas grass distinguishes Goya from lesser Parmesan types, even back in Italy. It is interesting that the nitrate in Chilean soil makes their wines the best in America, and the richness of Argentine milk does the same for their cheeses, most of which are Italian imitations, and some of which excel the originals. Gournay, Seine, France. Soft, similar to demi-sel, comes in round and flat forms about 1/4 pound in weight. Those shaped like bondons resemble corks about 3/4 inch thick and 4 inches long. Grana, Italy. Another name for Parmesan, from grains, the size of big shot, that the curd is cut into. Grana Lombardo, Lombardy. The same hard type for grating, named after its origin in Lombardy. Grana Reggiano, Reggio, Italy. A brand of Parmesan type made near Reggio and widely imitated, not only in Lombardy and Mantua, but also in the Argentine, where it goes by a pet name of its own, Reggianito. Grand Bonin, la. Switzerland. A luscious, half-dried sheep's milker. Granular curd. See stirred curd. Gras or velvet kaas Holland. Named from its butterfat content and called Moor's Head, Tête de Maure, in France, from its shape and size. The same is true of Fromage de Gras in France, called Tête de Mort, Death's Head. Gras is also the popular name for Brie that's made in the autumn in France and sold from November to May. See Brie. Gratairon, France. Goat milk, named, as so many are, from the place it was made. Graubünden, Switzerland. A luscious, half-dried sheep's milker. Green Bay, USA. Medium sharp, splendid white Cheddar from Green Bay, Wisconsin, the Limburger County. Gray. Germany and Austrian Tyrol. Semi-soft, sour skim milk with salty flavor from curing in brine bath. Named from the gray color that pervades the entire cheese when ripe. It has a very pleasant taste. Gruyère. See Chapter 3. Güssing or Landelkäse, Austria. Similar to Brick. Weight between 4 and 8 pounds. H. Habas. See Kai. Ablé crème chantilly, Ösmo, Sweden. Soft, ripened dessert cheese made from pasteurized cream by the old Walla Creamery. Put up in 5-ounce wedge-shaped boxes for export and sold for a high price, well over $2 a pound, in fancy, big city groceries. Truly an aristocrat of cheeses to compare with the finest French Brie or Camembert. See Chapter 3. Hand. See Chapter 3. Hard, Puerto Rico. Dry, tangy. Harzkäse, Harz. Harz Mountains, Germany. Tiny hand cheese. Probably the world's smallest soft cheese, varying from 2½ inches by 1½ down to 1/4 by 1½. Packed in little boxes a dozen together, rubbing rinds as close as sardines. And like Harz canaries, they thrive on seeds, chiefly caraway. Harzé, Belgium. Port Salut type from the Trappist monastery at Harzé. Hasandach, Turkey. Bland, sweet. Hauskäse, Germany. Limburger type, disc-shaped. Haute-Marne, France. Soft, square. Ail, or Fromage au foin. Seine, France. A skim milker resembling a poor grade of Livarot. Nothing to write home about, except that it is ripened on new-mown hay. Hazebrook. There are 2 kinds. 1. Flemish, a fromage fort type with white wine, juniper, salt, and pepper, excessively strong for bland American tasters. 2. Franche-Comté, France. Small, dry goat's milker, pounded, potted, and marinated in a mixture of thyme, tarragon, leeks, pepper, and brandy. Head. 4 cheeses are called head. The French Death's Head, Swiss Monk's Head, Dutch Cat's Head, Moor's Head. There's head cheese besides, but that's made of a pig's head, and is only a cheese by discourtesy. Health. See Holstein. Herbesthal, Germany. Named from a valley full of rich herbs for grazing. Herkimer, USA. Cheddar type, nearly white. See Chapter 4. Herrgårdsost, farmhouse or manor house. West Gotland and Jämtland, Sweden. Hard Emmentaler type, in 2 qualities, full cream and half cream. Weighs 25 to 40 pounds. It is the most popular cheese in all Sweden, and the best is from West Gotland and Jutland. Herrgårdstyp, see Hushållsost. Hervé, Belgium. Soft, made in cubes and peppered with herbs such as tarragon, parsley, and chives. It flourishes from November to May and comes in 3 qualities: extra cream, cream, and part skim milk. Hickory smoked, USA. Good smoke is often wasted on bad cheese. Hohenburg see box No. 2. Hohenheim Germany soft, part-skimmed milk, half-pound cylinders. See box No. 1. Hoi Poi China soybean cheese developed by vegetable rennet. Exported in jars. Oha see Queso de. Hollander North Germany imitation Dutch Goudas and Edams, chiefly from Neukirchen in Holstein. Holstein Dairy see Leather. Holsteiner or Old Holsteiner Germany eaten best when old, with butter, or in the north with dripping. Holstein Health or Holsteiner Gesundheitskäse Germany sour milk curd, pressed hard and then cooked in a tin kettle with a little cream and salt. When mixed and melted it is poured into half-pound molds and cooled. Holstein Skim Milk or Holstein Magerkäse Germany skim milker colored with saffron. Its name, thin cheese, tells all. Hopfen Germany small, 1 inch by 2½ inches, packed in hops to ripen. An ideal beer cheese, loaded with lupulin. Hopi USA hard, goat, brittled, sharp. Supposed to have been made first by the Hopi Indians out west, where it's still at home. Horner's England an old cream cheese brand in Redditch, where Worcestershire sauce originated. Horse cheese not made of mare's milk, but the nickname for Caciocavallo because of the horse's head used to trademark the first edition of it. Hum Holland brand name of one of those mild little red baby Goudas that make you say ho-hum. Hushållsost household cheese Sweden popular in 3 types: Herrgårdstyp farmhouse, Västgötatyp West Gotland, Sveciatyp Swedish. Hvid Gjetost Norway a strong variety of Gjetost, little known and less liked outside of Scandinavia. Icelandic in Letters from Iceland, W. H. Auden says, "The ordinary cheese is like a strong Dutch and good. There is also a brown sweet cheese like the Norwegian. Doubtless the latter is Gjetost." Ihlefield Mecklenburg, Germany a hand cheese. Ilha Queijo Azores semihard cheese of the Isle, largely exported to mother Portugal, measuring about a foot across and 4 inches high. The one word, Ilha, Isle, covers the several Azorian islands whose names, such as Pico, Peak, and Terceiro, third, are sometimes added to their cheeses. Impérial Ancien see Ancien. Imperial Club, Canada potted Cheddar, snappy, perhaps named after the famous French Ancien Impérial. Incanestrato Sicily, Italy very sharp, white, cooked, spiced, formed into large round heads from 15 to 20 pounds. See Maiocchino, a kind made with the 3 milks, goat, sheep, and cow, and enriched with olive oil besides. Irish cheeses Irish Cheddar and Irish Stilton are fairly ordinary imitations named after their native places of manufacture: Ardagh, Galtee, Whitehorn, 3 Counties, etc. Isigny France full name, Fromage à la crème d'Isigny cream cheese. The American cheese of this name never amounted to much. It was an attempt to imitate Camembert in the gay 90s, but it turned out to be closer to Limburger. See Chapter 2. In France there is also crème d'Isigny, thick fresh cream that's as famous as England's Devonshire, and comes as close to being cheese as any cream can. Island of Orléans, Canada This soft, full-flavored cheese was doubtless brought from France by early émigrés, for it has been made since 1869 on the Orléans Island in the St. Lawrence River near Quebec. It is known by its French name, Le Fromage Raffiné de l'Île d'Orléans, and lives up to the name refined. J. Jack, see Monterey. Jochberg, Tyrol, Germany. Cow and goat milk mixed in a fine Tyrolean product, as all mountain cheese are. 20 inches in diameter and 4 inches high, it weighs in at 45 pounds with the rind on. Jonchée, Santonge, France. A superior caillebotte, flavored with rum, orange flower water, or, uniquely, black coffee. Josephine, Silesia, Germany. Soft and ladylike, as its name suggests. Put up in small cylindrical packages. Joniac. See Chapter 3. Julost, Sweden. Semihard, tangy. Jura Bleu or Septmoncel, France. Hard, blue-veined, sharp, tangy. K. Kaas Oude, Belgium. Flemish name for the French boule de Lille. Cascavalli, Yugoslavia. Same as Italian Caciocavallo. Kaiserkäse, Germany. This was an imperial cheese in the days of the Kaisers, and is still made under that once awesome name. Now it's just a jolly old mellow yellow container of tang. Kajmar, or Serbian butter. Serbia and Turkey. Cream cheese, soft and bland when young, but ages to a tang between that of any goat's milker and Roquefort. Camembert, Yugoslavia. Imitation Camembert. Karachi Lala, Turkey. Nutty and tangy. Kareish, Egypt. A pickled cheese, similar to Domiati. Karut, India. Semihard, mellow, for grating and seasoning. Karvi, Norway. Soft, caraway-seeded, comes in smallish packages. Kash, Romania. Soft, white, somewhat stringy cheese, named cheese. Cashcavallo, Cascaval, Greece. A good imitation of Italian Caciocavallo. Kasher or Kaher Penner, Turkey. Hard, white, sharp. Kashkvan, Bulgaria and the Balkans. An all-purpose goat's milk, Parmesan type, eaten sliced when young, grated when old. An attempt to imitate it in Chicago failed. It is sold in Near East quarters in New York, Washington, and all big American cities. Cascaval, Romania. Identical with Italian Caciocavallo, widely imitated, and well, in Greece, Yugoslavia, Bulgaria, Transylvania, and neighboring lands. As popular as Cheddar in England, Canada, and USA. Kasseri, Greece. Hard, ewe's milk usually. Kachkavalje, Serbia. Just another version of the international Caciocavallo. Katzenkopf, cat's head, Holland. Another name for Edam. See Chapter 3. Kaukauna Club, USA. Widely advertised processed cheese food. Kauna, Lithuania. A hearty cheese that's in season all the year round. Kefalotyr, Kefalotyr. Yugoslavia, Greece, and Syria. Both of these hard, grating cheeses are made from either goat's or ewe's milk, and named after their shape, resembling a Greek hat or kefalo. Keg-ripened, see brand. King Christian IX, Denmark. Sharp with caraway, popular with everybody. Kingdom Farm, USA, near Ithaca, New York. The Rutherfordites, or Jehovah's Witnesses, make Brick, Limburger, and Münster that are said to be most delectable by those mortals lucky enough to get into the Kingdom Farm. Unfortunately, their cheese is not available elsewhere. Kirgischer Käse, see Krut. Kjarsgaard, Denmark. Hard, skim, sharp, tangy. Klatschkäse, gossip cheese, Germany. A rich lady's cheese corresponding to Damen, both designed to promote the flow of gossip in afternoon Kaffeeklatsches in the Konditories. Kloster, Klosterkäse, Bavaria. Soft, ripe, finger-shaped, 1 by 1 by 4 inches. In Munich this was, and perhaps still is, carried by brewmasters on their tasting tours to bring out the excellence of a freshly broached tun. Named for being made by monks in early cloisters, down to this day. Kochenkäse, Luxembourg. Cooked white dessert cheese. Since it is salt-free, it is recommended for diets. Kochkäse, Germany. This translates cooked cheese. Kochtoenkäse, Belgium. Semi-soft, cooked and smoked. Bland flavor. Kolos Monostor, Romania. Sheep, rectangular 4-pounder, 8½ by 5 by 3 inches. One of those college-educated cheeses turned out by the students and professors at the Agricultural School of Transylvania. Kolosvarer, Romania. A Trappist Port-Salut imitation made with water buffalo milk, as are so many of the world's fine cheeses. Komijnekaas, North Holland. Spiked with caraway seeds and named after them. Königskäse, Germany. A regal name for a German imitation of Bel Paese. Kopanisti, Greece. Blue mold cheese with sharp peppery flavor. Koppen, Kapp, or Bauden, Germany. Semi-hard goat, made in a cup-shaped mold that gives both its shape and name. Small, 3 to 4 ounces, sharp, pungent, somewhat smoky. Imitated in USA in half-pound packages. Korestin, Russia. Semi-soft, mellow, cured in brine. Kosher. This cheese appears in many countries under several names. Similar to Limburger, but eaten fresh. It is stamped genuine by Jewish authorities for the use of religious persons. See Gouda kosher. Krauterkäse, Brazil. Soft paste herb cheese put up in a tube by German Brazilians near the Argentine border. A rich, full-flavored adaptation of Swiss Kräuterkäse, even though it is processed. Kräuterkäse, herb cheese, Switzerland. Hard, grating cheese flavored with herbs, like Sapsago or Grünkäse. Krut or Kirgische Käse, Asian steppes. A cheese turned out en route by nomadic tribes in the Asiatic steppes, from sour milk of goat, sheep, cow, or camel. The salted and pressed curd is made into small balls and dried in the sun. Kühbacher, Bavaria. Soft, ripe, and chiefly interesting because of its name, Cow Creek, where it is made. Kumminost, Norway. Semi-hard, caraway-seeded. Kumminost, Sweden. This is Bondost, with caraway added. Kumminost, Wisconsin, USA. Imitation of the Scandinavian, with small production in Wisconsin, where so many Swedes and Norwegians make their home and their ost. Kümmel, Leiden, or Leidische Kaas, Holland. Caraway-seeded and named. Kümmelkäse, Germany and USA. Semi-hard, sharp with caraway. Milwaukee Kümmelkäse has made a name for itself as a nibble most suitable with most drinks, from beer to imported Kümmellikör. End of chapter 19.